Today we're going to take a look at the Wave mic arm, and this is the new Wave mic arm from Elgato, because before we have taken a look at the Wave mic arm from Elgato, but this is the new one, the improved one. Thank you so much, Elgato, for sending me this one and being able to compare it to the previous one that was also a high-raised one. They also have a low-raised ones, but this is the one that goes up and then over your desk instead of flat over your desk. If that makes sense. I'm going to show you how it looks like on the desk later on, so you guys gonna have an idea of how it looks like. But first we're going to unpack it and see what's in the box. Alright, so here there's two seals. We already opened that, and we basically cut it. You can do it with some scissors or with a knife. We did it with a knife. And then you just pull this, put it down, and review. So first of all, we have the manual. Then here it says clamp and riser. So this is the clamp where you clamp your desk with. And this is the optional riser, which you can make it higher on your desk with. You don't have to use this, but I use it myself. Then here it says Wave mic arm, which, as you might guess, is the Wave mic arm. Here we go, this is the arm. And then here on the side we have a little bag with screws. It says get connected on it. I think that's everything, but I'm gonna... Oh no, it's not everything. We got... Oh, these are the cable... the things where you put the cables in. For cable management, everything. So let's go to the desk and let's set everything up. I don't know why I keep holding this above my head, but let's set everything up on the desk and let's see how we set it up and how it looks like and how it works in comparison to the previous one. This is how the back of the box looks like, if anybody's wondering what's on the back of the box. So here we have the old Wave mic arm, the one that I was using before. This is the old model. So we're going to install the new model right in front of it so you guys can see the difference. To install this model, we have to get this clamp first. To begin, we have to roll it all out. If you have a thick desk, you need to roll it all the way out. If you don't have a really thick desk, like I don't have a really thick desk, this is probably enough. And we have to clamp it over the desk. Like that. And then you have to tighten it up. I'm gonna do it on the side of the desk though, not here, but this is just for illustration so you know how to do it. It needs to be tight, but not too tight. Attached is attached. This is an optional thing you can do, but here's the extender. I like it because then it's a little bit higher like this one, and you have to put that in here. Make sure that it's all the way in. If it sticks out a little bit like this, that's not good. Push it in. If it's like as thick as the clamp is, that's basically how thick it needs to be to get in. And then you need to get the arm, and the arm does have like I don't know, a pole sticking out of it, I guess. And that needs to go in here. If you cannot push this in, don't try to put on force. There is a hole right here for a reason. The bag we took out. Oh. Come on. Come on, last part. There's 3 things in here. Which one of them we can actually loosen this screw. So we loosen the screw just a little bit and it falls in. And we can tighten it again. Boom. And now we can put it back in. Or you can just do it when it's in here. Boom. Don't tighten the screw too much because then you can't turn it anymore. We have the arm. Woo! It's not completely done because we still have these, and these are for cable management, which we can put on top of here, and we can press in here. Here we go. And then we can basically have the cable go through here, like with this one, and you don't have the cable just hanging about. Okay, let's now move this setup to this one, have the cable go through it and everything like that. Set it up completely because now it's just an empty arm. Boom. This goes out. First I'm going to do the same for this other arm. I'm going to detach the cable, and then I'm going to have the cable go through here instead. Here we go. We can also still do it at the back, but I'm gonna wait until I have the microphone attached, so I can still like pull and push this a little bit. If I attach both, it's gonna be harder to pull and push. So I'm gonna detach the microphone now. If you're using another kind of arm from a different brand, watch out with detaching microphones. If there are springs in it, this arm might immediately smash you in the face. So watch out with that. If they're spring-loaded, they might smash you in the face, so watch out with removing microphones from it, that it doesn't do that, that you brace yourself. If you don't use an arm, you just have your microphone like this, it might already have something in here, like this piece, which makes it possible to attach it to the arm, like this microphone has. You screw this back in. If that's not the case, and this thing on your microphone is too wide, it came with two pieces here that can make this hole of your microphone a little bit smaller, meaning that you can actually attach it to the arm. So these are basically just converters that are in that bag. Now I'm just gonna turn this microphone on the microphone arm. This microphone arm is working with multiple microphones, not just with Elgato ones, but basically with all the standard screws. So if you have a microphone that can be used on a microphone arm, you're basically good. I can guarantee you, like in 99% of the cases, you're good as long as you can use the microphone arm, microphone on a microphone arm. If it doesn't have anything to attach your microphone to a microphone arm, of course you cannot attach it to an arm then. I'm gonna put that cable back in, and as you see, I don't have enough space, but because we didn't lock it in, I can just pull it right now. Let's figure out how the hole works underneath here. There we go. And then I can push this back however I want. Let's go sit down, and I know exactly how my microphone needs to be. You can tighten things. And now I'm going to do this at the back as well, because now we kind of know how the microphone is, how much cable we need. Here we go. We got it installed. Now what is the difference between this arm and the new microphone arm? Well, one of the things that I see is new is that the Elgato logo is not on here. There is a subtle... Oh no, there is no Elgato logos on it, I think. The only Elgato logo on it, I seem to find a really small one on here. The clamp also had an Elgato logo, where this one does have one right here as well. The movement seems to be a little bit smoother. It seems to be a little bit less bulky than the previous one. It just moves a little smoother. Now I do have to say I don't have a microphone on this one, which makes it go a little less smooth anyway. But it does feel like smoother on this one than it does on this one. The height, if we keep it like 90 degrees, the height is a little bit less high for the new one versus the old one. And it reaches a little bit less far, but it's gonna be like 2 centimeters or something like that. Nothing major. The cable management looks a little bit smoother as well, because it is more inside the frame, where with the old one it's more on top of the frame. However, with the old one you had a rubber cable holder, where with this one it's more plasticky, I think. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it feels more plastic, and the other feels more rubber. I'm not an expert in materials. I'm not a material girl. It seems like if you want to close them, the new one closes a little bit further than the old one does. So that might be a pro for people. And this one has circular patterns right here. This one is circular, where this is not circular right here. And this is circular, where this is not circular. And we have a circle right here. So they went for a circle design. So they improved a little bit of the design phase of it. Thank you again, Elgato, for sending me this arm, and this one as well, because I got that one. That one came out. Thank you so much. If you guys want to check out this arm, you can. I leave a link down below in the description where you can buy it. You can also get 5% discount with my discount code. So if you want to get 5% discount, you can. If you want to check out more Elgato products, I do have a playlist with more Elgato products, but I also have a playlist with more streaming gear if you want to see other competitors or something like that. That's also possible. Or if you want to see OBS tutorials, I do have a playlist for that too. So I hope to see you in one of my other videos.